Question 16, we are looking at BIDMAS to start off with. So we've got multiplication, we've got subtraction, and we've got brackets. And in BIDMAS, it tells us that brackets would come first, then we'd have multiplication, and then the subtraction. So we do the bracket bit first. So that is actually worth 5. So 2 lots of 5 is 10. The next one down, we've got a similar problem, but this power is, posh word of powers really, is indices. So we've got to do the index or the indice first. Then we've got to be careful we do the multiplication before we do the adding. So it's very easy to mess this one up. So 3 squared is 9. So we've got a plus and a multiply. We have to do the multiply before the addition. So 4 5s are 20, and 9 add 20 is 29. So it's very easy to get a different answer there, but it's just the same rule. If you type that in on a calculator, it would only ever give you 29 because it follows BIDMAS. Now, 5 cubed, it means make a cube of the length 5 centimeters, for example. It's 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times by itself 3 times. When it's a squared, we only times it by itself twice because it would be a 2. When it's a cubed, we times it by itself 3 times. My advice is just remember it. Remember the answer for your exam, but 5 times 5 is 25. So technically what you're having to do now is this, because that is 25. 25 times 5 isn't very difficult because you can just add this on 5 times. So 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. So 5 25s are 125. And the last one, the square root of 16, is this symbol we associate with the word square root. Technically means if you have a square and the area is 16 centimeters squared, what would be the length of the square? It would be 4. Because 4 times 4 is 16. So without the square picture, it's what number times by itself. So what number squared equals 16? So 4 squared is 16, so the square root of 16 is 4. So that is the answer. Square root and squaring are the inverse of each other, just like adding and subtracting.